Rinse, repeat. Every time we go again, we go again, we go again. And I'm just going to keep getting my hand raised, Schmo.
This is the Schmo with the pro. He's 5-0 in the UFC. He's 12-0 as a professional fighter. He's the future. Ian Machado Gary in the flesh. The better offices, Miami, Florida. How we doing?
I'm awesome. It's good to be back, ready, getting ready for a fight. Little bit last minute with this opponent, but this job will stay the same, the Schmo. I'll go in there and I'll whoop ass. Doesn't matter who's in there.
Listen, man, you got the performance of the night against D-Rod. You knocked him out first round. You called out this man, Neil Magny. You end up getting what you wish for.
And I'm going to do the same thing to him. I'm going to knock his ass out, and I'm going to call out someone in the top 10. I'm going to do the same to them, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again. And everyone can doubt me, and everyone can be excited because I'm going to show up.
Well, let's take a step back for a second. Will you play with the Schmo for a second, man? What was going on with the T-shirt with Geoff Neal? You caused quite a storm over there, obviously. He didn't like that. He ends up pulling out of the fight. But listen, man, and that's why you got Neil Magny.
Look, I've just made it blatantly obvious to the world. T-shirts win fights. Mind games win fights. Geoff Neal pulled out of this fight because of a T-shirt. I did my job. I know exactly what would happen when he stepped into that octagon with me. I would have absolutely manhandled and mauled him. He's right to do what he's doing. He's okay. It's okay to be a coward. Magny is in now. All I'm focused on is Magny. Magny's number 11 in the world. That gives me 15 and 11 that I'll break into the top 10. And I know Magny's a bit of a dog. Magny likes to kind of get up and clinch, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited for someone to try to push their pace. But all of this means that Geoff Neal is irrelevant now. He's irrelevant. You can't have someone make a T-shirt with your mugshot, sell it on his Instagram shop, and then you pull out the fight. So he's irrelevant now.
That's why you think he pulled out over the T-shirt?
Oh, 100%. T-shirts win fights.
You think you'd ever have to fight this guy again after getting a hand raised against Neil Magny, or you think this ship has sailed?
I think he's never going to step into the octagon with me again because he knows what happens. I'm too fast, I'm too pretty, and I'll catch it. I'll break his ribs.
So how do you envision beating Neil Magny? Is it going to be a spectacular knockout? Are you going to get another performance of the night? How do you envision having your hand raised?
I think Neil is going to get very desperate very fast when he realizes how fast I am, how agile I am, just how elusive I am. Speed is going to be a massive case in this fight, and I think just waiting for him to come in and commit to those running shots that he has and just cracking him with 4 or 5 shots and then just unleash the kicks. This is going to be speed, combos, and output. That's the key to this fight. He can try close the distance. He can try shut me down for a couple of seconds, but there's only so long he can hold me there. And when I separate, I'm going to come for his head.
25 years young, the future seems like the present, so you already seem like you got a call out in mind.
I do.
UFC 292 victorious. Who do we got?
I'll save that for the octagon, but I want to fight again in December in Vegas. I want to take over Vegas, the T-Mobile Arena, one more time before the year's out, fight 4 times this year, fight 3 ranked opponents, and I want to prove that I am just legit. I am here. I'm active on the new era of this fight, of fighting. You see it in every sport. As the years go on and the sport develops, we get more athletic athletes coming in. They're not just like in the NFL. The guys get more athletic. The guys get the tools around them get better for them to be more elite. Fighting is so short. It's such a short window from when it started to where it is. And I'm showing everybody that it can be done my way. It can be done the right way. And I can be so elite and I can be so active and give the fans what they want. If you look at someone like Israel Adesanya, he's fighting as much as he can, as constant as he can. And I believe I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. Rinse, repeat. Every time we go again, we go again, we go again. And I'm just going to keep getting my hand raised, Schmo.
Well, you just came back from Brazil training over at the Chute Box team over there. Yes, what was that experience like?
Fucking cool. I absolutely love Chute Box. The energy of that gym is so important. Diego, who runs the gym, is an amazing human, and everything he does with all of those guys is just sensational. So big credit to you, Diego. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm bringing that Brazilian fire, that Brazilian swagger into this fight, and I'm excited.
So what are they putting in that water? Why is Charles Oliveira going to be victorious in the rematch against Islam Makhachev over there in Abu Dhabi?
The Brazilians just have a different energy. They have a different energy, the family vibe, the care. Everyone wants to help you. And I believe that that energy is so powerful. And I believe that is the biggest difference.
So what color shorts are we going to be wearing UFC 292 now?
God. Right. I have to wear green. because of Boston, because of Ireland. I believe Boston makes sense. I get to wear green for Ireland, for Boston, but also the Brazilian flag has green in it too. Everything in me wants to wear yellow to represent Brazil and to be grateful and thankful to the experience that I have, for the people that I met. But it's a smart business decision to wear green. We're fighting in the TD Garden, the home of the Boston Celtics. The Irish contingent is massive in Boston. So yeah, it makes sense.
Well, the Schmo thinks the only place to go up from Boston would be headlining a Dublin card, man.
You said it. Look, I've got 2 more fights this year. I'm going to knock Magny out in Boston. I'll take whoever the hell accepts the fights in December. I'll take them out. And then I absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, have earned my headline spot and bringing the UFC back to Dublin. I think it's so special. It's so powerful from a young man who's just watched and admired the sport, to be able to bring them back because of my success. I'm going to be so grateful and so happy for that point. But I'm gonna knock someone out in Dublin. I'm gonna put on a filthy display when I bring the UFC back, because I believe Irish MMA is booming at the moment. We're getting a lot of people signing. We're getting a lot of hype, and I'm the one who's at the forefront of this. I'm leading the way. I'm fighting the number 11 in the world. I was meant to fight number 8 in the world. I'm going to call out whoever in the world next because I can. And I want the Irish to be excited for this, because this is a special journey.
Well, speaking of special journeys and fellow Irishman, Conor McGregor, obviously he's been linked to this fight with your buddy who you train with at Killcliff FC, Michael Chandler. The Ultimate Fighter, coming and going. Yeah. Are these two ever going to dance against each other? What's going on here? Are you Team Chandler or are you Team McGregor?
I'm Team McGregor till I die, mate. It doesn't matter who it is. If I fought McGregor, I'd still probably be Team McGregor. That guy holds a special place in my heart for the excitement and the inspiration he brought me growing up as a kid. And look, I don't know if the fight's going to happen. I'd love to see it happen. I think stylistically it's a great scrap. Chandler hasn't got a single bit of IQ when it comes to fighting. He just goes in there and swings. Conor hits like a truck. I'd love to see them grab it. I'd love to see that spectacle, and I think they should do it in a stadium, pack it out, because we don't know how many Conor has left, so every time he fights, we should take advantage of it.
Seems like we're saving him for UFC 300.
Look, I'm game. Wherever it is, just tell me and I'll be there. I'll be a co-main, no problem.
What about Shavkot Rakhmonov, a teammate of yours? Obviously, another guy who had to pull out recently, Kelvin Gastelum, September 16th, Mexican Independence Day. Is Shavkot still going to be fighting on that card?
I don't think he'll fight on that card. I think Kelvin Gastelum was the fight that made sense for him. Shavkot's a bad man. He's a very, very good fighter. But there's also a lot of people I'd like to see him against. I'd like to see Shavkot against a Kevin Holland type of vibes. I'd like to see and then after that, I just think I want to see him against like a Belal Muhammad. I think Kevin Holland's a very underrated ranked opponent now that I think does well against a lot of people, like myself included. I think he's very dangerous. But I think for Shavkot, he has to be looking at that top 5. He has to be looking at that. But Kevin Holland's game, so I think that's the fight I'd like to see if I was a matchmaker, Kevin and Shavkot.
What do you think we're waiting on for the Leon Edwards and Colby Covington fight? No announcement for this one.
Someone's trying to get paid. That's what it is. 100%. That fight should be happening. It's 100%. I think Leon smokes him. I think Leon absolutely smokes him. He's far too clean. His wrestling and defense is far too good. His output will be, he will dissect Colby on the feet. His movement is going to be too good. Colby's going to get sloppy. He's going to try run at him, and he's going to end up beating too many shots.
Well, he's still on the card, UFC 292, going in Boston. Can we get a final message for all the Ian Machado Gary fans out there worldwide?
It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter where it is. When I show up to fight, I show up to fight. And you guys, I just want to hear and feel that energy. Get hyped, get loud, get excited, and let me knock someone out. Let me take care of the business.
He's the pro. I'm the schmo. Life just got better. We're out.